So what's up guys, it's the Midget Army here, and in today's video we are going to be going over, as promised, the video from last week, which is the comeback victory. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Now, before we actually go ahead and get started with all this, the context here is basically our entire team is dead. At this point, it's just me and I think B-Rock who's still alive. Drew has actually died. Drew is also Blaze. But Blaze has actually gone and died. Lone Star is already dead. And right now it's just me and B-Rock. So I'm going for broke. I'm thinking, all right, well, since this is my only chance here, I'm going to land right on the loadout drop. Let's see what happens. We're probably not going to win anyways. I don't have any other opportunity except for this. So. Now notice I picked up the fully loaded class. I had no ammo, no armor, no nothing. I just started out late game. I've died, I've come back from the gulag. So I now have full ammo. I know that my I've actually gone and covered it with my gameplay like video thing, but I've got no ammo. So I've gone and picked up my fully loaded class.
Right there.
Now, this was a play I was thinking of possibly pushing into that building. I knew that the guy at the bottom was an enemy because actually before I cut all this out, I did notice that he was trying to fight whoever was in that building. So I thought it might be a good opportunity for me to push up. I could try, get some sort of damage on the guys before I ran in. So that's why I threw the grenade. But they did have a trophy system up. So I immediately thought, hey, I'm not playing this. I'm not going to try and fight these guys. Let's just get out of here. So I immediately bail off to the back.
Bottom doorway.
I know. The only reason I tried to engage that guy is because I honestly thought that I could get the kill there. I thought my shots would land well enough that I could actually get that. I was a little bit mistaken. So I actually knew that he wasn't by himself, but he was the last of his group. And that's why I tried to take him out. So immediately you'll see me run off to the left and I try and maintain some cover positions against those guys because I know that there's not many people behind me, or the people that are behind me aren't going to pose much of a threat. Like I said, moving back and forth between cover positions. Trying to inch up on the guy. And I noticed that these guys have actually moved down and they're fighting a whole nother team here. So I saw this as the golden opportunity to move up and go ahead and start fighting. So I get the takedown on two people. And I want to push. I want to push bad. But the problem here is that I'm at a massive disadvantage.
Still got fly.
Just checking to see if I can possibly hit him.
By the rock, by the rock. He's running for the pickup right now. Picking him up on the rock.
Bad play. Now, what's funny is right there when I said bad play, I actually was talking about myself. I knew that it was probably going to be a bad idea to run down because I'm going to put myself at a disadvantage. If anyone else moves up to the side of that mountain, I'm probably not going to win that fight because all they have to do is go prone and they'll more than likely win the fight against me. I have to try and pick cover that's tall to not only defend myself against people who have a higher advantage on me, but also to kind of protect myself. So that's actually why I said bad play. I know I had somebody who was basically saying something like, oh yeah, you were pretty good in predicting that was a bad play for that guy because he just kind of exposed himself. And then I went, no, I was talking about myself. It's a bad play to move down. Now right here, I wasn't sure why that guy died. I thought maybe he had a self-revive and just gave up the match. I should have known that somebody else was shooting at him. We find out here in just a minute in the video that there's a sniper on the side who is actually taking that guy out. If I would have known that from the very beginning, I probably wouldn't have pushed out there. I'd have probably tried to fight the sniper who was off on the right side somewhere. But I didn't know that at the time. I pushed up, started looting, tried to, heal up some armor, do what I could.
Armor.
bullets.
You can hear my teammates telling me to heal.
Oh, snipe. Two left.
Armor's almost gone again.
And I didn't notice this at this point, or even the multiple times that I've gone and edited the video. Blaze actually made a tag where that sniper is, and I had no idea. Now, if you're dead as a teammate, you should probably go ahead and tag for your teammates that are alive. You give them as much information as they can, and that's going to help set them up better to either bring you back or for them to just go ahead and win the game. So when you're dead, you're not out. You still have a responsibility for your team. Now this here, I knew there was a sniper, and I had a feeling he wasn't that great because while he did hit me, he only hit me in the either mid or lower torso or in the legs or something like that, because it didn't do a whole lot of damage. It didn't even finish off my armor. So I figured if I created some more distance that it would help me get a better advantage and try and figure out where he's at. Just taking a deep breath.
There's a store back over here in the store if you want to get back to it.
You could probably get to the top of the mountain though.
Yeah, I don't know about that push though.
He is still looking at
Just
you.
chill. Let it dwindle.
He even came further down.
Oh.
Now those rockets were purely for cover as I started to move up on the guy. So basically I wanted the guy not to know that I was rushing up to a different piece of cover so that he wouldn't expect me to be there. He'd still be looking at the other rock, which is, I think, what allowed me to move up on the left side of that rock and just immediately gun him down. You got to be smart with your placements.
Push it to his side.
I was gonna say, it doesn't look like a bad spot.
Thought I saw something. At this point, I'm just shaky, and I'm pretty paranoid.
8 people. Oh, UAV next.
It's going to help a lot to have teammates who are willing to not only watch you play, but to actually give you some tags and communication on where enemies and stuff might be. Now, this helped me out a lot. The simple fact that knowing that there was a UAV in there, I wouldn't have thought to look for a UAV in there, because I'm assuming that at this point everybody's gone and used them. You know, the circle's too small. Why would you not use your UAV? But for them to catch it for that split second, and I've gone back and I've watched it, it's like one single frame that they noticed a UAV.
Over there, over there.
Heartbeat.
Right there, right there. Nope.
I got it.
You got it.
And
To your left.
Oh, there you go.
I think this is what set me up to win the entire game. That UAV gave me so much information that I now know that there's only 2 other teams. One is on the left, one is on the right, and they're probably fighting each other, which is going to give me the confidence to go ahead and move up the side of this little mountain here and start putting myself into that fight.
Cluster here. Coming up to you there. Right up on you.
Now, normally this is a fight that I wouldn't have taken. I've gone back and looked at this multiple times. I probably normally wouldn't have fought that guy, mostly because he's got high ground on me. I've got no cover. Looked at him for just a second. I realized he wasn't focused on me. So I went ahead, put some shots into him, and I'm not entirely sure why I pushed up over that top little piece of the ledge to peek over and see where he was at. No idea why I did that, but I did, and it paid off. So
What a dump.
may as well go ahead and finish him off. Oh my god, lag just killed me. Now, I did actually catch some lag there. I didn't mean to say lag just killed me. I meant to say lag stopped me from killing him. Again, I'm nervous and shaky here, so my words aren't even coming out correct. And I'm really glad that B-Rock went ahead and said that. He gave a really good call out. I had no idea it was one-on-one. I wasn't paying attention to the scoreboard up on the top right. And when he announced it was one-on-one, I was like, oh, I can win this. I can win this gunfight easy. I can win a one-on-one, no problem. So what I do end up doing here is basically I'll push off to the right because I know that they can be in one of two areas, either on the left or on the right. I use that rock for cover because I can stand on either side of it and still have cover, regardless of whatever side that other person may have been on. But lo and behold, he popped up right in front of me and allowed me to finish him off. The clutch. The clutch. Now, I want to go back and revisit one particular area because I don't feel that I put enough emphasis on what I was doing here. And that is back over here when I was in the engagement with the sniper. Now, you'll see as I run back to this rock behind me, that one right there. When I run back there, what I'll end up doing is looking around and checking behind me to make sure that I'm not getting pushed up from my backside. I'm not getting pushed up on the right. I just want to make sure that there's nobody around me. And that, I think, also set me up to be in the position that I was at the end of the game, where it was only 2 squads left, and they were full-on battle molding each other. And they had no intention of looking for me. They didn't know where I was at or what I was doing. I get safe, take a deep breath. I check my right.
There's a store back over here in the store.
After I look for the sniper, I check my right. There we go. Check my right. I notice that there's a loot box there. I might have to pay attention later on and go back to keep looking at that. But for now, I'm going to focus on the sniper.
Yeah, I don't know about that push though.
He is still looking at
Just
you.
chill. Let it dwindle.
He even came further down.
Oh.
Gas is moving in. New safe zone located.
So guys, I mean, honestly, Warzone is easy, but it's hard at the same time. It's very easy because all you have to do is follow one specific strategy. You either pinwheel rotation, which I'll actually link to that in the video description down below if you want to go ahead and check that out. It's a video by Iceman Isaac where he explains his pinwheel rotation strategy. And the other strategy is just to pick a spot to hang out for a bit. It doesn't have to necessarily be central, but it can be kind of close to the center. My biggest hang up with picking a spot that's kind of close to the center is actually the simple fact that you could have multiple teams converge on your area all at once, and that's going to put you in a really bad position if your one squad has to fight against multiple squads all at the same time. It puts you at a huge disadvantage. But I could spend an entire other video dedicated to talking completely about Warzone strategies in general. But the game is easy, but it's hard because people are good. All it's going to take is some good positioning, a lot of information on where your enemies are, and good teammates to have good communication with. And that is going to be the key to winning Warzone. So if you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, because I'll be uploading every Tuesday and Thursday at 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you again on Tuesday.